The best real estate deals in any market are hidden inside the ugly, stagnant listings that ordinary buyers refuse to touch. The untrained eye will look at a funky floor plan, panic, thinking that there's too much work. But they walk away from a massive opportunity to create $500,000 in forced equity. If you let a bad layout and days on the market scare you, you're choosing to let fear dictate your portfolio while bolder investors strip the wealth right out from under you. I bought this fixer-upper after it was on the market for 3 months, but I saw a lot of potential. I'm going to take you on a tour to show you all the work we did to add value to it, and of course, all the numbers. The front yard was pretty much green, but it was all weeds. So we replaced it with a fresh new lawn and also some flowers and mulch. And then there was a pony wall that was here blocking a lot of the frontage of the home, and it was not the prettiest thing. So we took it out, and now you can see the entire frontage. We didn't have to paint the exterior because it was just freshly painted, but we did repaint the front door and the garage door of this very sleek black color, and it made a big difference. We're lucky that all the windows were already double pane, and the roof are tile roof, which lasts a long time, so it saved a lot of money there. Welcome inside. In this entryway, there were very dark tiles that look very old school. And I never liked when a home has different flooring everywhere that made the floor plan look choppy. So we decided to gut it to use the same flooring throughout. So now it feels very consistent. And the ceiling light was quite dated, so we replaced it with this beautiful light fixture. On the main level, we have living room, family room, and also dining and kitchen. And then upstairs, there are some bedrooms. The railings were of a wood color and it looked quite old, so we painted it to make it look more sleek and modern. In the living room side, we had no ceiling light at all. We definitely want light fixtures to brighten up the space, so we added a lot of recessed lights. We replaced the flooring as well because the old floors looked very dated. Other than that, it was just a fresh coat of paint, and with professional staging, looks way better than the empty space before. This was the dining room before, but because we already have a lot of space on the other side of the kitchen, I decided to make this an office instead. And I always love French doors for the office. So we actually have glass doors on 2 sides that bring in a ton of natural light and make this a very pleasant office space. Some people say that there's no deals on the MLS, but it's so not true, because it's not whether a property is on the MLS that determines whether it's a good deal. It's the numbers. And to figure out whether the numbers work, I use my deal analyzer tool every time to determine how much I can offer and whether a property is a good deal. If you want to borrow it, it's linked down below. From the office, we get to the kitchen. And the kitchen used to be all white. From the cabinets, countertops to the flooring, it was very sterile and it felt like a hospital. So now we gutted everything and we use two-tone cabinets to add more interest, and we put in a beautiful hood and also all new appliances. This peninsula over here is very versatile because you have additional cabinet space and also work surface, and it's also an eating space for breakfast or for kids to do homework. And I really love these light fixtures that really make it so beautiful. And the kitchen is also open to the new dining space, which feels pretty grand because this is a very large space. So we added this mid-century modern chandelier that gives it a very beautiful and grand look. And we also refinished the fireplace here. I love these molding detail, and we put in new tiles to really freshen it up and make it a beautiful focal point. Off of the dining room, we have another space that was super awkward before. This was a space where I really saw a lot of potential because this was an addition that was added on by the previous owner, but they didn't do a good job, and there were many walls separating the space and made it very chopped up. Luckily, those walls were not load-bearing, so they were easily removed, and this space became so big and very functional. So now it's a perfect space for family gatherings and for entertainment. This is the bathroom on the main level, and it used to be still very white and with a dated vanity. So we put in this prefabricated vanity that's floating, and it's very beautiful. And then the mirror is also of this kind of flower shape and beautiful light fixture as well. I wanted this bathroom to feel very elegant and pretty. And then over here, there's a tiny little shower stall that was added on by the previous owner. It's not really up to code, but it does add a lot of convenience. Now we're upstairs, and there are 4 bedrooms here. The first bedroom is the smallest, and there used to not be a light fixture, and also the flooring was carpet. Nobody really likes carpet anymore because it's so hard to clean. So we replaced it with the same flooring that matches the ground floor. And now we stage it as a cute little kids room, and it's a perfect size. This second bedroom is a little bigger, and we did the similar scope of work, new light fixture, new flooring, and new interior paint. And I think professional staging really makes a big difference. Do you know that when you don't have any furniture inside the room, it actually feels smaller? So when you have the furniture inside, it helps buyers envision themselves living in the space, and they also feel the room is more spacious and really functional. This is the third bedroom on this floor, and it was all empty before, and now we put in professional staging and also put in new light fixture, new flooring, and it feels so different. The guest bathroom on this level was quite interesting before. It had a double vanity and also a giant tub that was in this corner. It was quite ugly and also not very useful for a guest bathroom. So we decided to take it out and put in a regular tub instead. Now with these light color tiles and also a floating vanity, it really feels like a modern bathroom, and it's a lot more useful than before. We did add a chandelier over the stairs to make it beautiful, and then we get to this master bedroom. In this bedroom, we didn't have to do a ton of work, but I really love that it's very well lit and also very big. The wow factor is actually in the master bathroom. Through these double doors, you get to a spa-like bathroom. It's so different than the layout we had before because that layout was really poorly designed. And we still have this huge closet that goes from wall to wall. And we have a large shower over here, a double vanity on this side. That was pretty difficult for us to fit everything in originally, but we managed to do that and also really created this new selling point because all the buyers love a big master bathroom. This backyard was all dirt before. There was no patio, there was no lawn, and it really wasn't usable for a family. So we decided to pour new concrete to have this good-sized patio for outdoor entertainment and also a huge lawn in the back so that kids and pets can play. And now it's a very functional outdoor oasis that all the buyers would love to have. Now let's get to the numbers. I bought this flip for 1.3 million and put about 180,000 into the renovation. We're hoping to sell it for 1.75. If you like this renovation, in the next video, I'm going to show you another flip that I purchased on the MLS, and it happens to be my fastest flip ever. I'll see you there.